They avoid depreciation of currencies. Depreciation of currencies. Apparently notoriously neutral. So like if you have a Canadian corporation, can you somehow, I don't think you can open a bank account in a different country with a corporation that's set up somewhere else. I don't think you can do that unless you have a Canadian account that then sends it to the Swiss account for whatever reason. Well, I don't know. Apparently, the U.S. has gotten on the Swiss over this and have lots of regulations on U.S. citizens having a bank account with them. Depends. I do remember seeing something about that, actually. Golden? I actually do remember seeing something about that. There's almost like a restriction. Or maybe not a restriction, but I think there's a... you have to tell them if you have a Swiss account or something like that. You have to, like... expose that to the IRS or some shit. I remember seeing something about that, actually. Maybe I should open up a Swiss account, especially considering that I have my Swiss passport, my dual citizenship. Let me start funneling money into Switzerland. I feel like that shit only makes sense if you're making like gajillions of dollars. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. My birthday's this weekend. Happy early birthday. How young you turning? Let's just say 21. We're all 21. Bringing money back home. Good boy. I just did my taxes. I hate it. Yeah. 25. Nice. 25. Dude, I am not looking forward to getting older. I am like 2 years away from 30, bro. Hell no. I'm reaching unk status. To some of these fucking kids, I'm already unk status. So... Slop! Slop! I'm 29. I'm excited for 30. Bro, I'm not excited. My fucking body hurts already. I really got to start like exercising again. Because... bro's going to be Gramp status when this game comes out? Dude, I hope not. I think we got to start, like, we got to set a date for when, we got to get this shit ready to, like, play. No. We need a Steam page ready. Like, we need a Steam page up. Which means we need a trailer. June. Steam Next Fest deadline, I believe, is late April. Let me check my list here. Oh, yeah, shit. Oh, I didn't write the details in here. Fuck! I think it's late April, though. So, can I get this shit demo ready? Or can I get its Steam page ready in a month? Dude, I'm really bad with deadlines, man. I'm really bad with deadlines. I'm so bad with deadlines, guys. Well, you know, Super Hour took me 5 years. Now, obviously, I was learning a lot during those 5 years, but shit. April 28th is the deadline. Yeah, right. And I have to have a Steam page ready before that point so I can qualify the game for Next Fest. The other Next Fest is in October. Registration closes April 28th. Am I on the wrong account? I am on the wrong account. I'm on the wrong Steam account. Oopsies. Make the Steam page so it's made at least, then you can start setting up the build and account info with it. Yeah, no, so I already have the Steam page. I already paid the app ID and everything for it. Yeah, we just got to make descriptions, thumbnails, stuff like that. Maybe I should start looking into a thumbnail artist, actually. Get that done sooner rather than later. Might be a good idea, actually. Yeah. The only thing is the content. So screenshots, we don't really have any finalized screenshots yet. We don't have a trailer, obviously. Many missing pieces for that to be done. Is this trailer ready? Like, if we were to show this area, would it be trailer ready? I don't know. Dude, I don't know. The art style is still, I don't know. The art style is still a ways away, I feel like. Or maybe I'm overanalyzing it. I could just be overanalyzing it too.
Shit my pants, I did. Shit my pants, I did.
Fred, thank you for the 29 months. Thank you. Thank you. We do have to make this front panel. Oh, man. Oh, man. Only thing in this area that needs to clean up is the furnace. Yeah, I think the furnace could do with some cooler looking materials for sure. And also the container next to it. Yeah, this needs a casing for the garage door. That needs a casing. So that'll look fine. I think that'll make that spot look okay. This needs a better particle effect for the fire. I love the trees. Look at them. Their bounding box needs to be increased, but look at them. I love them so. It also needs a little bit more randomization, but you know, whatever. We speak not of such subject. Making a game solo is like wearing 20 hats stacked on top of each other. Dude, I have a picture for that, but I don't know if I still have it. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, I found it. It's on my... It's a... Yeah. It's a bit hard to understand what I do as a player from the POV that shows if it's important for the screenshot. Yeah, that screenshot wouldn't show too much. I think if I were to show a screenshot with like the engine room, it would probably be with other players in the room, maybe doing something goofy or something. I don't know, interacting with something. Who fucking knows? I'd have maybe one screenshot with a monster in the shot, and then I definitely would have a screenshot showing a maintenance task being completed, either one of these or one of these, or whatever else we might have. Maybe a toilet. Ah! I don't know how I didn't wake him up, I'm gonna be honest. I think normal walking doesn't wake him up. Have I added the kitchen? Not yet, no. Have I added the kitchen or the library? I forgot the things you listed. Not the kitchen, but the library is in. I've also got a little cargo area. Ooh. Yeah, here's the library. Made him only wake up if you sprint past him. What do you mean, I think? Yeah, I might lower that speed so even normal walking can wake them up as well. You'd have to like crouch past them, I think. I think that just makes more sense. Add a library lady that shushes you. One of the monsters that I want to do that's going to be unique to the library is the bookcase monster. Who would have eyeballs pop out, and then he'd crush you, and then you'd turn into like a paper, and then you'd be squished for like 10 seconds, and then your voice would get like... If you were to get squished, would your voice get pitched up or get pitched down? Distance 2 then? Maybe we could do a slight variation there for sure. Pitch up? What would be a context of when your character is impacted getting pitched down? Like your head is just fucking... Yeah, when it's like the face is bloated or something. Yeah, I can see that being the case. Yeah, we need more cars. We need more variation in the levels. Need some more variation. There's a lot to do, I think. Lots to do still before I would consider this as a fun, playable game. Which is concerning because you would assume that this shit should be determined. Pretty early on. What charging to get pitched when the guy gets run over with the steamroller and Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That's such a hyper specific question that I don't even know. I don't even know. How many polygons on Tifa's chest? I'm thinking 36. Have it filled with beds, like the night bus from Harry Potter waking them up results in less sleep. That could be fun. Someone in a Discord I'm in suggested a extremely tight hallway maze car where you go through and it just becomes a labyrinth, but the monster that specifically lurks in there is this big chubby dude who's shimmying through the hallways, and if you get in his way, you get crushed. And you have to be in a single file line. Whereas here, like, I think two players can technically fit through here, but we'd have literally hallways that are super tight. I think that'd be kind of funny. The mandatory underwater level. Jeez, man. Jeez. Do you consider this a kind of game that requires a lot of preparation even before you understand if the game is fun? Like some games, you got to pretty much build the game to understand if it's even fun. I think the problem with a game like this is a lot of the fun comes from playing with friends. And if I don't have any people to play, like if I'm not play testing with anybody currently, it's difficult to determine that factor without, you know, all of the other gameplay elements associated with it. So it does feel like it's one of those types of games where it's like, I need to build the game first to determine if we're going into a very fun direction or not. It's, yeah. Prisoner cart, you get spotted by the guard or camera, and you get thrown in one of the cells, and you have to get out somehow. Oh shit! Maybe a fucking police officer roams the train, and then if that car is spawned, then you get put into prison, and then you gotta like lockpick the fucking door and like get out. Old school RuneScape style in the Monkey Madness quest. Yeah. Thing is basically just do a task simulator, and the real con is the people you're playing with. Right, to some extent. Obviously I want the tasks to still be approachable and fun to interact with, right? I think the biggest thing is just making it kind of fun to interact with, not like super frustrating or anything like that. It's a means to an end to some extent, because we're using it as a driver to like keep the players on their toes, not just picking up items, but actually doing other things as well throughout the train. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those, it's a weird development process where like prototyping isn't enough, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe I'm just making a huge mistake. But I believe in the vision of the game. It's just working on it. He's not lazy, just very inefficient. That's there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I'm not lazy. I'm just inefficient. I procrastinate a lot. You're up, Ashley. How's the slop coming along? Well, I haven't worked on it this weekend, so I guess horribly in the past 2 days. Also, another huge factor is the monsters are a big part of the game, and we don't have that many in the game yet. That being said, I will say, the bomb monster on its own is already a great addition. I could just see, like, more monsters, different types of behavior and stuff. I think it's going in the right direction. Just having that bomb monster, I think, is enough of an indicator. Okay, monsters definitely adds to the experience the most, for sure. Just the fact that I jump over this damn container and there's a stupid motherfucker who jumps in my face. That's already scary enough. Oh, dude, you know what we should do? The bomb monster, when he's sleeping, should make like... Should make a little idle noise that you can hear. Bandages. I like the prison car, by the way. It feels like Krim prioritizes the wrong things at the wrong time, and it totally seems to work for him, so... You're not wrong, but like... But fuck you, man! Hello, what type of game is this going to turn into when you're done? I'm thinking like Minecraft. Like Repo, but on a train. Like a friendslop co-op survival horror. Yeah. Yeah, that is on the enemy list, Fred. We have the ticket collector. He's gonna ask for tickets. We need to make that item, by the way, if we end up putting that monster in. Where is he? The ticket collector. He's gonna roam around yelling, "Tickets, please." And if they don't give a ticket after being asked 3 times, then the collector will run at them, pick them up, and then throw them off at the back of the train. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. We need to make the system of monsters picking you up, because we have quite a few monsters that pick you up. For one, the splitter literally picks you up and then rips off your arms. The spider would, I guess, pick you up as well. Dude, all of these monsters pick you up. The chef brings you to the kitchen and turns you into a hot dog and then eats you. And then stuff. Tom Hanks, conductor, that scary monster. Oh, shit. What would the spider do? The spider would take you to its little nest area and then turn you into a spiderweb, like, cobwebbed thing, and then you would die from suffocation if you're not helped by one of your friends. Am I going to have an arachnophobia mode that replaces the spider with something else? Yes, I guess we have to, right? What do we turn it into in replacement? What if we just... I remember a game that, like, the thing it does with the spider is it keeps the spider, it just removes most of its eyes, and then removes its legs. So it's just like it's like a floating thing just getting close to you. Was it grounded? Yeah. What's the second biggest fear behind spiders? Probably snakes, I think. Turn it into whatever that is. We go from one fear to another. If you stun the ticket collector, does he continue to ask for tickets soon after? I guess he'd get stunned for a period of time. So he wouldn't ask for them for a bit. Satisfactory does a cat thing too. It's overdone. Yeah, I think something more like just remove the arms and legs and shit. As an arachnophobe, a no-legged, no-eyed spider would probably be worse. No, just 2 eyes rather than like 16 eyes. You know what I mean? I notice the cabinets make squeaky sounds when you open them. If the monsters are sound sensitive, make it so that if you open the cabinets very fast, there's a chance they hear it. We could attach a noise event to it. We could. If you have snakes, just turn them into a caterpillar. Bro, caterpillars are fucking disgusting. Like, imagine a large-ass caterpillar in the game. All of its legs making noises. Ugh. I was watching a video of someone picking up, like, they picked up a bunch of, like, outside water, like mud from the rain, and put it into, like, a jar. And then the amount of disgusting, like, fucking parasites and shit that started growing inside of this, like, jar after, like, 30 days is crazy. Then I thought to myself, what if you fell into a puddle and accidentally got some of that in your mouth? Ew, that's for some reason that popped in my head. I don't know why. I deal with a ton of snakes in Florida where they would sit on the front porch when I was leaving or entering my home, and it freaked me out. I used to see a few snakes from time to time in California. The thing that was the worst, though, that I saw, I think 2 or 3 times in California, black widows. Jeez, they're fucking enormous and disgusting. Oh my god, it's the most terrifying thing because they could just kill you, basically. That was the worst. Seeing black widows. I still remember the first time I saw a black widow. It was in like a garage in Palm Springs. Oh my fuck, dude. Ooh. Never ran into those. There's black widows where I live. I too am a big fan of Scarlett Johansson. A security guy collected a jar full of black widows in New Mexico when I was doing a gig there. Nutcase. What the fuck? The game's on a train. Use the train horn as a gameplay element. I've thought about it. Like how I thought about it. The thing is, though, I know players are gonna want to like use the horn constantly, right? So it would have some. It would need like some threshold. I thought of using the train horn as like a way for players to distract monsters if like a friend needs to get out to live. The horn would get the monster to like go to the front of the train or something, but I have a strong feeling players are just going to see the horn and be like, you know what I mean? They're just going to be fucking using it 24/7, which is my concern. Spamming the horn breaks the chain to the horn. That would be fucking funny. I want to do so many things like that in the game where it's like you do something over the top and then you break the item. I think that would be so fucking funny. I think that'd be so funny. Like the air horn, like the more you use it, it starts dying out and you can hear the sound of it like help, it's dark. We have a kind of wasp here. They call a mud dauber. They keep saying, hey, if you find my mud tubes on my house, don't worry. It's just me making nests for my babies filled with critters you don't like. Huh? Just make it an in-game event. Not player interactable, for example, every 5 minutes, but randomly the horn blows and monsters just get aggressive faster. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it becomes a thing. We could. We could do that. You can find old fuel lines filled with dauber nests. That's fucking disgusting, dude. My biggest fear is a mother spider entering my home. Oh my god. Burn it down. Buy a flamethrower. We're getting out of here. I'm getting fucking the heebie-jeebies just thinking about it. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies. And my main problem with the game right now is if you play alone and you're just going around picking up items. Like, obviously we have to repair things. We need to make it more audible and noticeable when something needs to be repaired. I think that's something that needs to be done. But I really do think the friend interaction aspect is going to be the big part of the game that is kind of difficult to playtest on your own. Is it intended the train will always move forward and reach its destination, while the track also need minigames to ensure progression? You need to fuel up the train, otherwise it keeps slowing down. So you can see we're like really slowed down. So you need to fuel the train, and some of the tasks will cause the train to slow down as well. So that's another one. Find Crimson friends? No, I've got people to test with. It's just like you know, I have to arrange that to be done, right? I have to arrange the playtest and stuff. It's a lot less manageable, I guess. Why do I have so many bandages? Whew. They'll do everything they can to glitch and break the game. Oh yeah, for sure. Totally. So yeah, the train will slow down. And then obviously, because it's slowed down, you know, you get to your route a lot slower. The other alternative is... we have some alternatives to how we can do this as well. Instead of an overtime thing... My worry about an overtime thing is there's no real way to speed run the train going faster. Like, obviously we can make some items that make it go faster, but it'd be interesting, instead of it being a progress bar that goes up over time, we could make it so it's like you need a certain amount of fuel to put in. I don't know, we'll have to see what we do there. My worry about doing it as a timer is that might not work very well in our favor. Furnace heat level affects the speed. I guess that's basically how this works. Listen, I'm not an engineer. None of this makes sense from an engineering standpoint. Ramo. Still no push-ups? Not yet, no. What's this link? Project End. 20 years of jerking went into our new jerk chicken pizza. Imagine the name of a fake restaurant right now. There's a 50% chance it already exists in Toronto, Canada. Man, come on, bro. Which street is this? No, I don't know which street this is. Actually, do I know which street this is? Eglinton Avenue? I recognize this wood shit. I think I know where that is. Do you have a thing that blows air and speeds up the burning so it works as a boost, but at risk of damaging or blowing the thing up if it's possible at all? We're gonna have items that will speed up the train temporarily, like a little speed boost kind of thing, but I don't know about like an actual like object that will speed things up. I don't know though if I like the the over time route thing. I'm starting to think now, like, this actually might be counterproductive. Because then everything is designed around that route, which actually might not be good for us. Considering there's going to be players that are probably going to goof around early game, you know what I mean? We might have to rethink this, but I'm going to leave it as is for now and see what the playtesting looks like once we have a lot of the stuff in. And then I can determine if the players are given enough space to kind of goof around and whatnot. Yeah. Yeah, you already have to feed this stuff to keep the fuel going. I guess it's just the way that you fuel it up is different, right? Instead, it becomes a thing where it's like you need a certain amount of items to move forward rather than just trying to keep up the fuel to keep going fast. Goodbye, my sweet prince. Do we have roof obstacles and tunnels to smack players in the face yet? If you are on top of the... If you are on top of the big train when a tunnel passes by and you don't crouch, you would get hit in the face. In the future, I'll make that so it ragdolls you. Would you lose / gain reaching and not reaching the station? If you don't reach the station, I guess that would be a game over. When you reach the station, you get access to items and the station facilities, I guess. I might put some more gamified stuff like... gaining currency over time and stuff by doing tasks and whatnot. I think that might be a very beneficial thing. Where's the emergency brakes? We don't got any. System Shock? I remember playing a bit of System Shock a long time ago, but honestly, I don't remember the details. I just know that I played it with a few friends a long time ago. You can always reach the station as long as you survive. To an extent, yes. There's no, if you go out of fuel, there's no, like, thing that happens yet. There might be train health, but train health might be a later difficulty thing. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. Something I want to do, kind of like what Peak has, is, as you complete runs, there's new modifiers that appear that, like, increase the difficulty. Bro, how are there two of these fuckers in here? Time to go. Goodbye. Probably you're being chased by a huge train monster. That was one of the ideas, is like, you gotta beat the... like a void or something that's like eating away the area. Did you see the DLSS 5 AI slop that just got announced? What is it now? What is it now? AI has this like generative AI has this way of making things look so generic. I don't know about you guys, but seeing all the shit people make with Gen AI when it comes to like women especially, it literally makes the most, it really does make some of the most It really does make some of the most generic things. Have you guys noticed that? Either it's that or people just the people that use it make the most generic things. And it has a look to it. All right, let's see what happens. It just seems like most of what it's adding is some like specular highlights and you know the thing that I think this is missing the point about though entirely is it's missing the atmosphere of what this is meant to be. Like I feel like oh, good lord. It just sharpened it. Oh, in a bad... Oh, God. Oh. Oh, no. Again, it's like... Why? Oh, God. Bro, what? No. No, dude. What the fuck? It's completely ignoring like the lighting scenario they're in, and then everything's just getting overblown, like super overblown. Thank you for that. Also, fuck you. Do you spend all the time on the train? Do you go out and explore? If so, do you have looting and killing other monsters? Killing the monsters isn't really like a big focus on the game. Like there might be some moments where you can kill a monster. The only times where you get off of the train are when you get to a station, which is a lot harder for me to playtest now, which is kind of annoying. So at stations, those are the only times you really get off the train, and that's like in between the routes, basically. No dev menu yet? Lazy dev? Yeah, I probably should work on one soon, because it's getting to that point where things are getting a little out of hand. Things are getting a little out of hand. So yeah, the only time you get off the train is when you get to a station. What's the max limit on carts? We got, I think, 5 right now. Oh, great. We went into a tunnel. I think there's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. That's what we have currently. Now, that might make... We might make it so that can increase. You know, we might make it so that can increase with time. Yeah, this is the only time where you'd probably get off is at stations. You can walk around, explore. There's going to be a lot of little secrets and stuff to unlock. That's kind of the goal, is with the stations, each area having its own unique stuff. I think would be really, really sick. Yeah, I might make it the difficulty slowly ramp up between routes. Definitely. But yeah. We'll see what happens. Also, number of players in the group affects the car numbers. That we'll have to figure out how we balance out player counts. What impact they have to the game for sure. Been in deep dev debug on my plugin for level design geometry scripting. If all goes well, I'll have a marketplace code for you soon. Oh shit, dude. Oh shit. Yeah, I want to do a lot of like unlocking stuff here, little secrets. I think that'll be kind of fun. You the guy who developed Crimson's Fantasy? I don't know what that is. Oh, you mother... Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever. I didn't care anyways. What the hell happened to all my screens? I clicked something on my Windows and everything just exploded. The hell? Okay, weird. Gamers lean forward and shit gets serious. Developers enter full screen in the editor. Full screen, full screen, full screening the editor. Which then full screens the game. Yep. It's a double full screen. Enhance. All right, anyways, let's get to work. We haven't done a single thing today. It's been an hour already. Wow. What is on the list? What's on the list? Bomb guy needs to be replicated. He currently has no replication. Rat infestation, not in. We got rats, though. Vent overheating, not in at all. Like, not even close. How would we do the rat infestation? Should the cabin manager just do the rat infestation itself? Or should the rat infestation be a different object? Let me see. The cabin manager, I believe, is replicated. But let me double check. Uh-oh. I think because of the way this works, it would just be a different blueprint. That doesn't really make any sense. Um, maybe we can dynamically spawn it when needed. That could also be. That could be an idea. Yes. We could dynamically spawn it. I see Canadians shoot the hoops as well as they play hockey. All right, mods, get that guy out of here. Mods, get that man for 10 minutes. Mods? Mods? I don't have any mods. There's no mods. Hold on, my eyes are like fucking... Dude, I'm tired, man. Oh. Wow, we am tired. My eyes are like all... Let me, I'm gonna stand up, take a little stretch, and then we'll get to work on... I think the rat infestation is what we're gonna work on today. Yes, the rat infestation. Get that dev session coffee. Dude, I already made my coffee, but now I feel like having a second coffee because you've inspired me to get a second coffee. You know, Caillou. How are you doing today? I'm all right, man. How are you? I'm not your dad. You're not my son. Don't get it twisted. I'm not paying child support. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. Hey, I just washed up my coffee cup for my next coffee. All right. So, rat infestation. Okay, rat infestation. So I think what we'll do is the... Okay, so let's make a notepad. Actually, wait, no. Let's make a notepad. Let's make a notepad. Okay, so first... Cabin manager will spawn the rat infestation BP when starting the task. Feed parameters. The RIBP. RIBP keeps track of rats that are currently alive or not trapped. In the future, I'm going to make it so players can put rats inside of boxes or traps and then we'll go from there. Is he reverted to Notepad? What happened to Notion? No, I still got this Trello, but it's like I wanted subtasks. I wanted some subtasks as well. Just wanted some subtasks. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Where is this maintenance task? We need to find the main maintenance task, which is this one. And then let's go ahead and create a child of this. BP underscore maintenance task dash rat infestation. Yeah, the rat infestation. Can I just make this a thumbnail, like a custom thumbnail? Like if, let's say I do this and then add a rat and then add a rat. Okay. Right? And then I make that the, can I make that the thumbnail real quick? Hold on, where's the button to rotate this shit? All right. Done editing. What if I delete the static mesh? Oh, it deletes it from the preview, you motherfucker. Okay. I don't want this to be, this is gonna be editor only. Is editor only. Okay, good. That's also just for safety. Let's do this. No collision. No shadows. Just in case. And hidden in game. And this is just so I can see what it is by icon. Did you see that Krafton has been legally ordered to reinstate the unknown? Yeah, I saw that shit. Holy moly. Maybe they shouldn't have promised $250 million payout as a bonus. The one time the justice system or the legal system has actually prospered. Holy shit. The one time I see it actually, you know, doing good. There must have been something so horribly fucked up in that case that, like, just made Krafton just look horrendously bad. Like, there must have been something in the evidence that just made it look so bad. Perhaps don't use your own ChatGPT account to work out methods of sacking him. That's crazy. That's crazy. You're a base eater. What you doing? Working on rats. Rats. We are the rats. We working on some rats. Rat infestation. I kind of don't want to be able to see the current task. Is that something I can do? Can I make it so current task is not visible in the list? We have something, there's an advanced display section, which I think I've already got a couple on those in the, in the advanced display. I guess we could always just put it in the advanced display. I guess. There. In code, I'd set it as a private function, but isn't private... Yeah, derived blueprints can't modify it, which I guess... I guess derived blueprints wouldn't or shouldn't modify it anyways. Let me check. Oh shit. The game state sets it. So unless by setting it to private, this is still usable. Is this still doable? It's in a different blueprint, but it's not derived. I guess we'd have to make a function for it to set it. Nah, whatever. Whatever. Oh well. What you doing? Yeah, we're working on the rat infestation maintenance task. Getting one more maintenance task out the door. Cabin gets infested with rats and the players need to take care of them. Yep. We haven't seen the rats in a while. It's been a hot minute since we've seen the rats. The rats. Need a broom to shoo them off the carriage? No, you literally grab them and then you can throw them into walls to kill them or throw them off the train. Or in the future, you might have a cage and then you could put them in the cage and then maybe sell them at the next station. Or maybe it's a side task to bring a cage with a rat and then you get a bonus. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure no one's going to be upset at any of that. At all. I'm sure that's not going to create a Reddit post on the PETA subreddit, which I don't know if that's a thing, but I'm sure it is. New energy method, or barbecue to cook the rats. Okay, well, my partner did model a gas mobile stovetop, and mainly for the reason to turn the rat into a shish kebab. Rat shish kebab. Rat kebab. Now for the most important minigame ever, go to the toilet and make sure the toilet roll is rotated the correct way on its holder. Now you're talking. Now you're talking my language. Hold on. Okay, so because the rat infestation gets spawned dynamically, little nod to Discworld, rat on a stick. I don't know if you're gonna have to put it on a stick, but should it just randomly spawn a stick? Like if you cook the rat, it spawns with a stick. Oh shit. Okay, so shit. The cabin manager is not the one that selects the task. Oh, right. It's the... Wait, what is it that does that? The game state, I think, selects... Right. So in the game state, when we select a random maintenance task, here we could do like maybe a 5% check. We do 5%. We do a random 5% chance. If it's a 5% chance, then we spawn the rat maintenance task. I feel like that's fine. Replace it with Windows 11 IoT. What's IoT? Keeps disabling the user's webcam for shits and giggles. Love that. Hell yeah. Good job, Windows 11. Hell yeah. So this is going through the cabins and checking that it's not empty. If it can select the task. It's the lightweight no bloat version. IoT. Is that like a thing that Windows provides, or is this like a community thing? Yeah, this is the Subnautica soundtrack. You are correct. Yep. Hold on, I'm trying to think where I'm gonna fit this this check. For 5%, like a 5% chance of spawning the rat infestation. This is going through all of the maintenance tasks. This is going through the cabins. So actually 5% might be too high because this is going to be checking every every single thing. Let's just do 5% for now. So this is currently the current cabin. That we've got in the loop. Now that I did that, I could just kind of clean this up a little bit. Clean this up a little bit. Internet of Things designed to run a device and things like lathes, etc. It's proper Microsoft. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Hold on, I'm checking my email. Give me a sec. Okay, so some people are impressed by DLSS 5 at least. Rather, people are impressed by AI AI Gen AI. So I think humanity is just kind of just due for the course. You know what I mean? I think humanity is just kind of due for the course. You know, this is the cyberpunk future. All your ads are going to be AI generated. It's going to be the biggest fucking slop ever. I don't know. I don't know what future people vision for some reason. I'm not really sure what kind of future people are envisioning. Even people that are like, yeah, sure, you can be impressed by the whole AI stuff, whatever, even though it hallucinates apparently 40% of the time in the current latest stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Whatever. Anyways. We've already been in slop territory with all the social media and short form content and everything. We've already been in a world of just straight slop. You know what I mean? We've already been there. To be honest. Can I drink bleach to flush my McDonald's toxins? McDonald's is another fucking thing, bro. I have completely stopped eating McDonald's. That shit is actually just not good for you. It's just not, dude. That shit is not good for you. Anyways, this is the future we're in, unfortunately. Internet's just gonna honestly just get worse and worse. What? McDonald's is bad? Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. One could say it's pretty bad. Yeah. Okay, so side note, some executives in my company are pushing Chat GPT. It's all Joe over. The worst is when we're going to get into a situation where you have no control over it and some dumbass at a workplace is going to put your social security number into one of these AI things, and then kablamo, your social security number is out in the public. Well, not out in the public, but it might as well be out in the public because of the fact that they put it into a fucking generative AI or any of your personal information. Because some dumbass at a company is going to probably do it. You know what I mean? Like, you might not do it. You might be very cognizant about privacy and whatever, but some dumbass is probably going to fucking do it. Could you, in theory, sue someone for if they put your social, like, put really private information into one of these fucking generative, into one of these, I forgot the term for it. What's it called again? What's the term for these, like Chat GPT and stuff? Because they just gave private government information to another company, right? LLM. Yeah, that's what it is. LLM. Yeah, the something model. Once the nuclear winter ends, there'll be two things left on Earth: cockroaches and Big Macs. Yeah, and don't forget the McDonald's French fries. Those things are forever. They literally last forever. Their form does not change at all. So they put something in those fuckers. They will just not mold at all. Or if they do, it takes like weeks, which is not how food works. All right, so this will spawn a rat infestation and then assign it to the thing. Something we might want to do is add this task to the maintenance task list for the actor and then remove it when we no longer need it. Yeah, probably. I've eaten year-old Twinkies at state fairs, but I draw the line at French fries. Listen, what you put in your body is your own. You do whatever the fuck you want to do, okay? I put some dog shit in my body too, okay? Let's be fair. Like, I got this great value party mix. Look at the ingredient list is so fucking long. Look how long the ingredient list is. Look how long this fucker is. It's bad. It's real bad. I have wet socks that weigh more than you, Krim. Yeah, all right, Gramps. Should I add the task? I feel like I should. So that will be, so it'll spawn the rat infestation and then assign it. Let's do something in the begin play. We're going to do a print string rat infestation. Let's see if we ever get rat infestation. I don't know why it's finding not valid maintenance tasks somewhere. Ah, rat infestation has just been spawned. Okay, cool. Well, that's working. It doesn't have an assigned parent cabin manager, but that's okay. Actually, I wonder if I can change that variable. I don't think I can. So this goes there when we select a random maintenance task. It will select the random maintenance task and then move into the server sets as task. So it should be going in order, which means okay. That should be fine. Obviously, hard coding this just for a rat infestation, not the most ideal thing in the world, but that's okay. I just didn't want to create this blueprint everywhere as well. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So we add unique, blah, 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 blah. This will then keep it all organized. The thing is, when we delete the rat infestation, we'll want to delete it when it's completed from the parent cabin manager. Need a can of hairspray and a lighter to burn the rats? Oh my god. Oh my god. We're definitely going to be put on a list with this game. Definitely. Big list. A very long list. Crimes you commit in this game. Arson. I'd have them injure the player if you try to pick them up. That could be funny. Maybe some of them, are like, have like, I don't know, I'm just going to come up with some random here, like rabies or something. Like they're a different color, or they're like more like infested, and like, yeah, if you try to pick them up, they like bite you, so you got to find a different way to like get rid of some of them. That could be kind of fun. It adds a little bit of variety to the rat infestation. Could be fun. Could be fun. Okay, so one of my UEFN projects got rejected because you killed bees. This is why I don't know. I could never work in UEFN personally. I think I tried to, and I could not get into it. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into it. I could maybe get into Sandbox, the new Gary's mod, not new Gary's mod, but the one that the guy that made Gary's mod making Sandbox. I could maybe see myself being interested in Sandbox, but also at the same time, like, would it be kind of a waste of time for me personally? And I could use that time to work in a game in Unreal or something, but Sandbox looks cool. There was another game that had a bunch of modability that I just recently saw. Teardown. Yeah, Teardown has a 1.0, right? Where is it? Is it in here? There it is. Teardown. And it's got multiplayer too, which is cool. I hate wasps was like something from Jurassic Park. Wasps are just assholes. Bees are just misunderstood. They're just trying to help the world. They just, you know, get a little scared, and then they puncture you, and then they die. It's fucking... And I still to this day don't know if I'm allergic to bees. The new Teardown update is great. Been playing the campaign with a friend. Have absolutely no idea how to 100% some of those levels without multiple players. I have no clue how they made that stuff multiplayer ready. All of that destruction shit. Very, very cool, man. Very, very cool. Okay. So we spawn the rat infestation. We set up its variables, which I believe is just these two. Then from there, when the rat infestation is spawned, we then set the parent cabin manager. We probably need to do an event that's called after it's been set up, that it can then actually begin the task. Actually, no. Wait, hold on. Okay, here we go. So this, then we need to check if is server. We also need to do a parent function call just in case. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do rat infestation. I'm gonna do an append. And then what I want to do to be sure that everything is working is we want to check the cabin manager, which is a variable that we set after the fact. So I just want to make sure that we still get that variable because that's going to be quite important for us. So let's see if we can get this to activate again. I don't know what is not valid. It's finding two variables that are not valid. It's funny, it's technically doing a 5% check for every single cabin. I don't understand why it says so often. Oh, there you go. Oh, it does have a... Okay, good. It has a reference. And it just called it twice. I just noticed it called it twice. Well, all right. Well, I guess we'll see. So I think something we do want to check if it contains a rat infestation, do not spawn another rat infestation. Yeah. I have to make sure that multiple of these don't spawn at once. Hold on. I'm thinking. All the cabins filled with rats would be funny. I'm okay with multiple cabins having it. I just don't want one cabin to have two rat infestations. You know what I mean? I only want it to happen once in one cabin at a time. So we need to do another check in this boolean here to check if that no rat infestations currently exist. Which is why I think I added the maintenance tasks to the cabin. Does cabin have task? Then this way... Is this a good way of wording a function? Does cabin have active task? No, that's not a good way of wording that. What's a better way of wording that? Does cabin have active task? Pure function. Cabin has active task. Check cabin has active task. Whatever. Cabin has active task. Cabin contains active task. Yeah, whatever. Output is going to be task active, just a Boolean. Then we want to feed two things. The cabin. So this is going to be the cabin manager. And then the task. Which I don't remember what it's called. Maintenance task type. Okay. So we want to go through tasks. If task is active and task type, nope, is equal to, this is actually not as bad as I thought it would be. Task, if task type is active and equal to task, I forget. If I cut this off and say yes, this is going to end the function, right? It's going to cut off this for loop, if I remember correctly. If it escapes, it ends it. Pretty sure. Sometimes I get mixed up because I know in C++, if you do a return node, it cuts it. I just forget if that's the same thing that happens in a function, in a blueprint function. Now that I'm learning C++, all of this is starting to get mixed up now. I'm starting to get it mixed up. So if this completes, that means that nothing was found, which means this is probably null. If this is how I remember blueprints working, which I'm pretty sure it does. I'm pretty sure, I think. So if we find any that's task that's active with the task type, it's going to do this. So we need to check both of these things. Random Boolean and does not contain rat infestation. Let me double check though that I did this correctly. If this returns true at all, then we have one there. Returns false, then it'll be true. Okay. We're good. Yeah, I don't know if we need a for each with a break in a function, but bro, why my deadlock queue taking 5+ minutes? Dead game. That's what a gamer would tell you. Dead game. This does not seem like a fitting name for this function. Cabin contains active task. You know what it'll be? Is task active in cabin? Is task active in cabin? Aha. There we go. Is task active in cabin? There you go. That's a better one, I think. That's a good looking function. Okay, so we should not be able to have a rat infestation. I'm going to change this up just so we can clean up the code a little bit because I hate having these subway networks being built. In my blueprints. Is active cabin active in task? Well, we wouldn't need active cabin, right? Is task active in cabin? Just seems to be, because we're asking if a task is active inside of a cabin, a specific cabin. So, anyways, I think that's good. I think that's good. Crim's blueprints look like my Factorio builds. I hope that shit's organized. Hey. Hey, that better be a compliment, motherfucker. That better be a compliment. Now, one thing I'm concerned about is this is finding a bunch of non-valid maintenance tasks. Why? Which one of these has null references? Let's see here. Recent levels. Let's go to the library. Does the library have any null references to anything? Oh, look at that. I don't know why the maintenance tasks aren't being cleared. It's a bit odd. My blueprints look like the after effects of a riot in an Italian restaurant. That's a pretty good joke. That's a pretty good joke. Spaghetti all over the place. Be nice to see some spaghetti code in C++. Instead of it looking like spaghetti, it would look like fucking vomit. What's the difference? It would just look like vomit. Word vomit. Unreadable word vomit. Listen, I don't know about C++ code to say anything about it. I don't know enough. Want to see spaghetti code? Look at Pirate Software. What's he up to these days? What's he up to these days? That one door. It's like feeding Java through Google Translate into Finnish and then back into C++. That's my code. God, my shoulder hurts. I'm gonna take a little standing break. Do you guys mind? Do you guys mind? Okay, thanks. 1 second. Here, let me put some gameplay on the screen. I'm just gonna take a little standing break. Is that okay? All right, thanks. Hey, okay. Got some water. While you're standing around doing sod all, Crim, fix your tips page? What do you mean tips page? I thought I turned that shit off. I don't want any tips. How can I force you into adding features if I can't check money at you? Nah, don't do that. Nah, keep your money. I'm good. Keep your money. Seriously. I don't stream long enough to accept tips. In the end, what happened with Pirate Software didn't follow that drama. A lot of it was kind of blown out of proportion, but it's just mostly like someone with an ego, I guess. Which there are many of those in the public celebrity-ish space, influencer space. But a lot of it was just blown out of proportion for views, as you would expect in this day and age. It's fine. Canadian money doesn't count as actual money with the exchange rate. Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it, though. No, don't sweat it, Fist. I'm pretty sure I turned off all of those pages, but I don't know. Cleaning up my space. Okay. So we're spawning the thing. We're not spawning multiple in one cabin. Yeah. Extremely arrogant in his opinion on things, but I think a lot of his message is good. I think the main thing that people really pissed off about him, I guess, is the way he had an impact on what's that whole campaign? Save dying games, stop killing games. That's the one. He I didn't really necessarily listen to his opinion because I don't really care, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest. That being said, I don't care about a lot of people's opinions, even people outside of like Pirate Software and whatnot. But based on the very brief I heard, is he kind of said a lot of things that were incorrect, and then the instant he was offered to go on a call with the person, he basically just ghosted that individual. Yeah, the hate train started before that with the whole WoW thing. Well, the stop killing games, I'm pretty sure, was before WoW. It's just that didn't gain enough traction. And then, of course, once you piss off the internet, the internet will start looking through everything, you know. And then they'll find everything since the beginning of fucking dawn of time to try to use fuel against an individual. But I think the people that are more cringe are the YouTubers that are like, Pirate Software's career is over, and it's like the fucking most generic ass, garbage ass videos, and then they got like 20 of them. It's like, bro, you're a loser. You're a loser. That's my opinion. Like, I'm not even talking about Pirate Software. I'm talking about the YouTubers making these fucking drama bait videos. It's like, you're a loser. I don't know. I view life in this way. When you die, what is the thing you want to tell your kids or other people or whatever? Yeah, I made drama bait videos for my whole career. It's like, oh, okay, shit. Anyways, Dad, can you just die so I can take the will? It's like, that's probably what the situation is going to be. Am I supposed to talk to my kids if I'm dead? No, I mean, you're dying. You're in your deathbed. Okay, come on, man. Don't be so specific. Come on, just understand what I'm saying. Can you understand what I'm saying? Man, I should be working on a Minecraft mod instead. Yeah, anyways, that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. But I guess it doesn't matter if you're making a shit ton of money at the end of the day, right, guys? That's what matters. Only thing worse than saying I'm a game dev has to be that. What you just said is exactly, well, I'll never make a friendslop game. The thing is, though, even though it's friendslop, I'm still putting, like, the thing is, I'm still putting a lot of, like, effort into this. It's not like it's just slop. Here we go with the thing is, all right, fine, I'll stop talking. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Respectfully. Well, not respectfully, actually. You know what? I take that back. Yeah, anyways, that's my whole opinion on the pirates. I actually think seeing all those drama YouTubers make those videos, it made me realize, like, for a period of time it was kind of funny looking at all that drama. And then when I started seeing all those things getting pushed to my YouTube, I was like, and I watched like one or two of the videos, they're just the same thing. And then I was like, wow, you guys are actually shittier than the other guy, I guess. Like, you guys are worse somehow. I don't know how you guys did that, but like, I don't know. Anyways, it's all it's all high school drama. It really is just high school drama. You know what I mean? I'd rather waste my time on something else. Literally anything else. Like playing Slay the Spire 2. Hell yeah. Now that I'd rather do that these days. High school all over. I think as I get older, I find out how many people actually have not matured beyond high school. And there are a lot of people that have not matured beyond high school. There's an alarming amount of people that have not matured beyond high school and just are in the most mundane, stupidest drama that like makes me wonder, like, what are you doing with your time? Stop it. Just grow up a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I have a lot of growing up to do too, okay? But I don't get into drama that involves other people. It's just my own issues, like me not doing the dishes or me not doing specific things and, you know, whatever, getting my driver's license and shit, right? It's all on me at the end of the day. Well, sort of. Time to start drama about Grim then? What are you gonna do? I wet the bed on purpose. What the hell? Why? Why? Okay, I'm checking through. Everything should be good from a structural standpoint. We should now be able to begin the task, which is live rats. What was the blueprint called for the rats? NPC AI rat? I think that might have been the one. Let me double check. Yes. 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 Okay, so we begin the rat infestation, and then we want to spawn a bunch of rats. How many rats do we want to spawn? Do we want to do a random number? I guess we could do a random number. At least 3. At least 3. How is it that 2 motherfuckers typed the same thing at the same time? How did you guys do that? Are you guys in a Discord call and you're like, all right, type at least 3? What the hell? What the hell? They're the same person? You're on my list. Discord call, party watch, Andes. No, the thing is, like, I said it, and then you guys instantly reacted to it with, yeah, that's funny. All right, anyways, at least 3. All right, fine. 3 to 7. Or, no, 4 to 7, technically. This is going to be 4 to 7. At least 3. Hellcat, you're a little bit late with that one. Okay, you're a little bit late with that one. And by late, I mean, by 3 years. Shit. 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 The rat, if I remember correctly, is a replicated actor, right? Right. Good. So I can just spawn it on the server, and then it will spawn in other places. NPC AI rat. We're going to then add the rat to the live rats, which is supposed to be an array. At least 3. By the way, what are we talking about? Mods, shoot that man with a paperclip gun. With a slingshot. With a water balloon. Rats. We are the rats. We are the rats. Okay, so we need to find a random spawn location within the cabin manager. So the cabin manager then gets the cabin mesh. Then in the cabin mesh, we get random locate. How do I... bounds. We want to get the bounds. The bounds. Box. Random. Point in bounding box. Actually, I have an idea. We use the origin. Ah, wait, no, we could just do this. I'm stupid. Does this also spawn a rubber room as well? What is a rubber room as well? What the hell is that? Epic reference? Does this also spawn a rubber room as well? In relation to rats. Rubber room. Okay, this is a meme. This is a reference I don't know about. A rubber room with rats. Rats, rubber room. What is rubber? Balloons? Are the walls made of rubber? Everybody shut up. Everybody quiet down. I'm gonna get real mad. All right, 500 units. No, 800 units, because this is gonna be the center of the cabin. And then. That's it. Wait, no, that's not it. That's it for now, for spawning the rats. Okay, and then when we have to kill the rats, that's gonna be a whole different job. It's still finding not valid maintenance tasks. Oh, shit. We gotta... Dude, he fucking scared me. They spawned in the engine cabin. What's wrong with him? What's... Hey, guys. What the hell? Why won't they move? Why... Are you guys okay? Hey. I know it's fucked up. I know. Trust me, I know. Okay, why, what the fuck? Yo, he's doing spins and shit. What's wrong? Why won't they move around? Hey, guys, what's going on? Mm. Imagine using the novelty air horn with a lighter. We should have a workbench to combine shit. That would be kind of funny. Adds scope to the game immediately. 5 gajillion scope. Game never releases ever. The most in-depth friendslop game in existence. Oh, right. We need to check the rats. Why the hell is it that they are not moving around? What's going? What if I spawn him here? Is he moving around? He's moving around. What's wrong with him? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on? Auto activate? Yeah. Tell me about it. Oh. Placed in a world or spawned. There we go. It's because they're not auto-possessing their AI. Fucking stupid. I'm assuming that's what the problem is. Alright, we got a rat infestation in cabin manager. I don't know which one that is. We're gonna find out. Wait, maybe we can... No, the problem is these interfaces... Oh, great, it's in car 3. These interfaces don't show me what type of thing is over there. I want to make that a thing. That's a plunger. There's a bomb. There's a bomb right there. He's just hanging around. Yeah, I want to do some little vector icons. Oh, shit, they're walking around already. And he's on the walls! Mirror's Edge? Holy shit. Wait, how is he doing that? No, how is he actually doing that? When I let go of him... What? Huh? You know what? I'll allow it. Guys, they... What? How? How is he doing that? What? How is he doing that? You see this shit? Oh, they're in the roof. They're in the roof. That's not very good. That's inaccessible. I literally can't get up there. You can't do that. Hey. Hey man, you can't. That's cheating. You literally cannot do that. Also, how did he spawn down there? Shift and subtract. How did he spawn there? What? Did he spawn in the wall? How did he... Huh? No, actually, how did he get there? I don't even know. Oh, God. I hear one of them, and I don't know where he... I don't know why they're falling, or why they're not falling, sorry. Not sure why they're not falling. What? Okay, so, well, we got some things to fix. Why did you choose that squeaky sound? I feel sorry for them. Should I make them sound disgusting? I need to put more stuff in it so people don't say it's friendslop. Well, no, I still want it to be a friendslop game. Oh. I just want it to be a good game. It doesn't matter what it is, right? Did you see what the Microsoft AI women posted? Who cares anymore, man? They want us to talk about whatever their stupid shit they're saying. You know what I mean? They want us to talk about it. Is there a monster who mimics your voice? Honestly, I don't even know how to make that. So maybe one day I will, if I can learn how to do it. But I don't know how to be honest, at the moment. Give them funny or scary sounds. I don't know. I got to figure something out. Okay, so we need to put a modifier here so they cannot spawn. Well, for one, we need to stop them from climbing the walls. Pretty important. They need to stop climbing the walls. Yeah, that's step number 1, probably. Step number 2, we need to stop them from spawning outside. Yeah. Can I send you a link? Sure, Caillou. I think I've seen games do it before, and it's very funny when it happens, but yeah, I just gotta figure it all out. Does the input vector somehow cause them to not fly down? It's a bit of a weird link. I don't know if I'll click that guy. I am unsure what that is. All right, so we fix that problem. By the way, it's a good thing to do that anyways. Oh, look at that. Already spawned a rat infestation. Where? In the library. Man, these motherfuckers. Look at them. Stupid assholes. Hey! Hey, quiet down, you're in a library. And he's opening the door and closing. Okay, that's the employee quarters. No, don't go in the other... No. Hit. Time to go. Just some virus that can help you with your game? Pog, hell yeah. How's it slopping? You know, we're, you know. You know, just nothing. I thought one literally went in there. Jeez. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Holy moly. Bit of faith. Is it monster-based, monster hunting you down, or error-based, landmines, train breaking, the rats? Both, Harley. The train breaks down, things... Electricity goes out in certain areas. It's both. Currently, we don't have the monsters hunting you yet, but... So, now I just need to figure out... now I just need to... make it so we... Well, first we need to kill volume when you fall off the map. 2... We need to know how many rats are currently active, because right now it does not know how many rats are active. We'll let those guys sleep there. So, this is... It'd be interesting if there were civilians joining the train. So this is a monster train. The monsters are the passengers. In our world, the monsters and humans do not commingle in society because the monsters would just kill the humans. So we just have to make sure that we can determine when the rat infestation is completed. So that is the current step. The monsters are racist AF. No, like actually though, like actually. Hold on, so why do we want to maintain the train so badly? Well, our employer is getting us to maintain the train. What's the lore behind they're casually being bombed, chilling in the drawers when the train managers check the drawers and see them in the train? Well, they're sleeping. I don't know what else to say. So the lore is that our characters are a specific race in the monster world. They're not very scary, and monsters determine your position in the world by how scary you look, and we currently don't look at all scary. So we only get hired for jobs like this, like maintaining a train with monsters that hate us and would kill us and maybe eat us too while they're at it. That's the world. What? There's rats.
Rats in my engine cabin.
So I think there's a thing in the kill volume just instantly kills the rat. Which is why we hear the noise. Yeah. So one thing we do need to do, the rats need to have a zone where they cannot get out of the zone. Because right now they'll like leave the cabin that currently has the infestation, which is not what we want. We don't want them to leave the current cabin that they're infesting. Why is he smiling with burning the rats? I'm literally not! Literally not. I don't find any enjoyment in this. Also, I don't know why they're making that noise. Anyways, it's a feature. Yeah, the bombs are monsters, technically. They're passengers, in theory. They're just, you know, sleeping in various places. Such as in a cabinet. Why would that be, Caillou? What did I say? I have a strong feeling. Yeah. We might have to rework the whole idea with, like, feeding the engine. Because I have a strong feeling this is going to come across as a chore for people just trying to maintain the train. All the while, them trying to get items and maintaining other parts of the train. You know what I mean? We might have to change how this works entirely. Rats are gods? Well, in New York, rats are fucking enormous and a problem, so... These are New York rats, okay? The New Yorkin. Okay, so we we got to keep track of the rats, and then when they die. So it's like saying people might get tired of shooting people in suit for hire, so you got to add carts to make sure you please everybody. Yeah, it's just my problem with... We'll see in playtesting how people like the fuel capacity stuff. I think I might prefer it being like a quota. Oh, I don't know. Like a quota of items / fuel that you have to put in. Like, I still want the concept of bringing items to the front of the train and feeding it. It's just the way it's done. I might want to do it differently. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? I might want to approach it differently. Why do the bombs try to blow up if they know they die and not reach the destination? Listen, the bombs don't know what they're doing, okay? Just like how when a person eats a Big Mac McDonald's burger, they don't know that they're slowly killing their fucking insides, right? Just like how a bomb guy doesn't know that his temper is going to get in the way of his life, okay? They're just very temperamental. They have a lot of temper, okay? And... you know, if you wake them up while they're sleeping, well, let's just say, I don't know. Anyways. What if they have to start the training each station by feeding it a certain amount of items? And along the way they do maintenance tasks? I don't know. We'll see how we end up doing the fuel system and like the overall goal system from route to route. We'll see what we end up doing. When you say feeding the engine may feel like a chore, how that'd be different from the other tasks? The other tasks I plan on giving some like rewards, like maybe giving you currency, I think could be an interesting one. I'm not sure 100% yet, but I think we will reward players for completing the tasks, and if they complete it fast, then they'll also receive an additional reward, I think, as well. I think the thing with the concept of it feeling like a chore is you're doing all these different things away from the engine, and then you get back to the engine with a bunch of items, and like the fuel is like really low. It just becomes a lot of managing, a lot of micromanaging, I guess. Yeah, we could do like, yeah, like obviously I do want to do upgrades. I think it'd be cool. We could do like engine upgrades. Like that could be interesting. Like that could be interesting, yeah. Being able to like freeze the fuel for a bit where it like doesn't go down. Maybe there's like buttons at the front of the train that can like do a bunch of that kind of stuff, maybe. I don't know. Why is my computer going in hyperdrive mode? What you doing? Was it really because the game was on? No. Hmm. I don't know. You know what? I think we'll just see through playtesting to see where pitfalls might be in the design, and then we can determine where things go from there. Dude, I don't know why my computer's going into like overdrive mode. We got some fixing to do. $1,300 draw calls. Not good. Not good. Where do we sign up for testing? One day I'll probably hop in the Discord. We now have a train rot channel in the Discord. We now have a train rot channel specifically for the project. I'll probably post up some stuff in here. I would like to, ideally, when we do like actual proper gameplay playtesting, I'd love to be able to get people to have, you know, friend groups to actually like try out the game and see if it's like fun and whatnot. Like ideally that would be a good indicator if we're going in the right direction. If people are having like a good time with it and stuff, that's going to be pretty integral to determine if things are going in the right direction or not. So I guess in the far future, I'll give out like packs of keys because that makes the most sense, right? Is give out like packs of 4 keys for testing. You can have like you and 3 other friends or something. Really? Rats? Really? Rats. Rats? Really? Oh, look at you. You're stupid. Huh? What? Yeah. Don't talk to me like that. Oh, he instantly died. That's not my... Listen, get in the engine. Oh my god. I got some fixing to do. Where's their damage? Take damage system. Did you see what happened to the Subnautica 2 lawsuit? I did. I did. I think by doing this, they're not going to play the sound after taking the death damage. But whatever. Another thing for your briefcases, maybe they contain rats. That could be funny. That could be funny. That could be a good multi-use for the... Yeah, definitely. The rats are eating your CPU? Dude, I literally don't know why my computer's going in overdrive. I think what I might do is just restart the project real quick. Because it's not natural that my computer goes that heavy. For this. Unless my like max FPS changed or something. Either that or Windows Update fucked something. Yeah, it's just going up, up, up. I don't know why. That was your first mistake with updating Windows? Listen, I didn't consent to it updating Windows. It just did it in the middle of the night. The one time I shut off my PC, it just does it for me. So stupid. I hate how it does that. Have you played I've seen Berry Berry Berry? I had such a blast unexpectedly. What are your thoughts on incrementals in general? I like incrementals. It does. I think the one problem I have with incrementals is I feel like when I'm done playing an incremental, I still have fun with it, but it kind of does feel like, maybe this is my own opinion, I don't know. It makes me feel like when I'm done playing it, well, for one, it's like, the problem with a lot of incrementals is it's like once it's done, it's done. You literally have no extra content to play. There's not really any replayability with it. It's kind of like whatever. And it also, sometimes after I'm done playing an incremental, I kind of feel like I was like, what did I just do with my time? I still like had a good time with it, but it really is taking advantage of like number go up problem, but I don't mind them at all. I think they can be fun. Not supposed to be replayable in my opinion. Huh? What you doing? Goodbye. My PC just crashes every 30 to 40 days just to update. Oh my god. It's a ploy by Windows. Yeah, I agree, Link. Definitely. I actually wouldn't mind making, not an incremental game, but kind of an idle game one day. Because there's lots of moments where I'm like watching a stream, but I just want to play a game that's kind of like chill. And there's not too many of those, I feel like. There is, but also not at the same time. Like, I'd love like a really chill game where you just click on something, kind of like old school RuneScape, but not really old school RuneScape, instead of like my own little thing. It was the little survival game idea that I had, or like the little clicking game. You like chop down trees and shit. I think, I don't know, that could probably be a game I work on after this. But first I have to finish this game. This game is going to take quite a bit of time and effort. There's none that really scratch an itch for me. Right, that's my problem with it. I just want something really like chill and cozy. Really designed around, and I bet you there's a ton of people like in that kind of, I'm sure that's a very open market. Games that are designed in such a way where you can play it and only really keep 20% of your attention to it, and then the rest of it is like watching a stream or something like that. I think some idle games go too far into idling where you open the game and literally don't look at it at all. I agree. I think having a little bit of like active element to it, I think, is nice, and making it satisfying and stuff, so the players that are keeping more attention to it can like enjoy it and be like kind of immersed into it, ambience and stuff. I don't know, that's how I would look at it personally. I think the only game that did it sort of well, which is still kind of an incremental game in some respect, is it's 2D pixel art. Fuck, hold on. I'm sure I could probably find it in my Steam. If your survival game is literally just a RuneScape skills as an idle game, I'd play that. Kind of. It basically kind of was. No, not Upload Labs. This is like the OG. I'd say this is one of the OG of these types of games. Forager. Yeah, Forager. Forager, I'd say, is like kind of like the OG of these kind of structured games. But again, a lot of these games suffer from one thing. There's not really, like, once you've like upgraded all your shit and you gotten all the tech and everything, there's no real replayability to it. It's not, you know, obviously not every game has to be replayable for forever, right? But it's just the way that they're designed is like, once you got all the upgrades, like, that's basically it. I wouldn't mind a game where it's like the vibe and atmosphere is like the real big sell of it. Like New World, basically. New World resource gathering resources in New World was actually quite was actually quite nice. Like hearing the sound of like chopping a tree in a forest and like hearing how like you can hear it reverberating. Oof. It was awesome. Uh-oh. All right, so we got rat infestations. I think something I'd like to do... How is it that no tasks have been selected? Oh, now something's been selected. Would you beat the game, you unlock a hardcore version of something where you have to pay attention more in the early game or you die? The idle game, I actually had an idea for it at the time when I was designing it, is there'd be two modes. There'd be the idle slash kind of passive mode and then the more active mode where it's like the idle mode complements the active part of it, which is like you would take over islands. So it would kind of go, I think how I was kind of envisioning it was it would go sort of tower defense kind of mode where you would try to take over an island's core. And then once you take over that island, then it's an added island that you can now use for idle gameplay and like resource management, and the resources that are there now can be gathered and stuff like that. So that was kind of the idea. I don't know if I have that shit written down. I'm pretty sure I took a bunch of notes on it. Agents? What the fuck is that? Oh, AI? Oh, yeah, puke. Oh, puke. Idle-ish survival game. Yeah. Primary goal for the player's progression, working from primitive tools to higher tier tools. Peaceful versus action mode and or hardcore. Either peaceful mode or an action mode. Having enemies while the peaceful mode and more along the lines of oh yeah, this is like a bunch of the dungeon. A concept that could be toyed around with. Could be a dungeon that the player can enter and interact with. This dungeon could have like 100 floors. Difficulties. Oh, we went, and then players gains items such equipment and resources in the overworld. Player enters the dungeon's various floors each time. Yeah, I guess the dungeons would be like islands. Yeah, the problem with the prestige system and a lot of incrementals is you get to a certain point in the prestige where it's like it's just kind of, I don't know. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like you've experienced everything, really. It's like the thing just kind of provides some little upgrades, I guess. And then you just keep resetting and resetting and resetting. Yeah, you kind of just break the game. That kind of becomes the goal for a lot of incremental, is just breaking the game, of course. Why does this keep activating? But yeah. I think doing a TPP for an idle game could be a neat niche to fit into, since there's not many like that. Yeah, could be, for sure. I think top-down works the best because a lot of people, when they're like watching a stream, maybe they just are using one hand. So I think that's why top-down is a lot more complemented in those kind of scenarios, is because of that. So that's potentially something to take into account when working on a game like that. All right, so we have the rats. Rat infestation equals electricity minigame can't be completed as they just chew the cables. I do want the rat infestation to lead into other things, but we'll see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. I recommend studying it. A Monsters Expedition. Oh, very nice. I like the art style. Very nice. Very cool. Basically like a puzzle game. Very cute though. Very cozy. Very cozy vibes. Very cozy. And 2020. I don't know how I haven't seen this since now. Or maybe I have and I just forgot about it. All right, I'm getting really hungry, so I am going to hop out. 3-hour stream, that's my quota. That's my own quota for the day. I'm going to fix up the rat infestation so that it actually checks when the rats are dead. Yes. Not underworking and not overworking. Just working the right amount. Where are we at on the red resin? Create blueprint, spawn rats, keep track of active rats, need a death zone. So we need these two things. What do we got in the notepad? Spawn the random, start on the task, feed variables, like, okay, so we already did that. Right. We just need to keep track of them now. Yes. What, you worked? I skipped that part? Yeah, I worked. I got some stuff done. I know. Crazy. All right. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I think. Hold on. I think I got a thing tomorrow. I don't know what. Pretty early in the day. I think. Yeah. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. All right. Have a great day. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for looking at Instagram. I'm going to go eat some food. And stay hydrated. That's my tip of the day.